Hi guys, it's Majestic. Today we're going to be talking about the meaning of the 78 cards in a tarot deck. Before we begin, there are a few important things to know about the cards in general. First of all, I'm going to be talking about the cards in their upright position. If you use reversals, then the meaning of the card will either be opposite of the upright meaning or a weakened version of it. Also, some of the cards have more than one meaning. If you draw one of these cards, then it's important to trust your intuition about the correct meaning of that card. Also, you can look at the surrounding cards in your tarot spread to indicate which meaning is the accurate one for that reading. Lastly, learning the 78 cards isn't as daunting as it sounds. The meaning of the major Arcana cards, numbers 1 to 10, indicate the meaning of the corresponding numbers in each of the 4 suits. For example, when you learn the meaning of major Arcana card number 1, the Magician, it will correspond to the aces, which represent number 1s in the suits. Also, each suit has an underlying theme, which also hints at the topic of their meaning. Therefore, if you memorize the meanings of major Arcana cards 1 through 10 and the themes of each suit, you will be well on your way. The cards pictured here are from the Essential Tarot book and card set, but the meanings relate to all tarot decks. If you like these cards, I've included a link in the description box below. Let's now start with the 22 cards in the major Arcana. The first card is actually number 0, the Fool. The 0 represents a clean slate or a fresh start. The Fool is taking a leap of faith, ready to step into the unknown. The Cliff in this card warns that he can be naive, and a more solidly laid out plan might be beneficial. Nonetheless, he's excited for a new start. Also, note that there is no gender in tarot. So the Fool could be either a man or a woman, and this is true for every card in tarot. Number 1 is the Magician. He is a master of all 4 suits pictured here, and thus the elements water, earth, air, and fire. He has the power of manifestation, meaning he takes the Fool's desire and turns it into reality. This indicates that you are powerful and should act on your potential and make things happen. Number 2 is the High Priestess. She is between 2 pillars, meaning that she is the middle ground between intellect and intuition. This card guides you to listen to your intuition and look within for the knowledge that you need. Be patient and you will get answers. Number 3 is the Empress, the mother of all things. It can indicate pregnancy or the birth of something new in your life. She is abundant and nurturing and reminds you to take care of yourself as well as others and to spend time in nature. Number 4, the Emperor. He is the counterpart of the Empress and the earthly father. He exudes authority and sets rules, being firm with his guidance. He is a rational thinker and acts for the best interest of all. Therefore, this can indicate a leadership position or gaining wealth. Number 5 is the Hierophant, who might also be known as the High Priest or the Pope. He's the counterpart to the High Priestess, which was card number 2. This card indicates that you should follow an existing structured process instead of creating something new. It represents institutions and conforming and a need for approval. It can also be used to represent organized religion. Number 6 is the Lovers. This is a beautiful card that indicates love, friendship, or partnership. They have trust in each other and a perfect relationship. It can suggest a soulmate and marriage. This does not indicate 2 people in a relationship all the time though, as it could also mean that you found a new career path or something else that you love, which is guiding you to your purpose. 7 is the Chariot. It's about movement and the need to stay focused through life's twists and turns and to control your surroundings, like you must control the sphinxes in this card. It can mean that you're going on a long journey, or simply that you need to have a structured approach and determination to reach your goal. 8 is strength. This indicates inner strength even in times of danger, like when you're trying to control a lion. It reminds us to be compassionate and patient when you're going through a rough time in life, and it will keep you calm and give you strength. You are strong, resilient, and speak what's on your mind. You have the strength to accomplish whatever you set your mind on. Number 9 is the Hermit. This indicates that you need to be alone to reflect on your next steps and your purpose. It's time for turning inward and meditating to obtain the knowledge that you need. He is very wise and full of spiritual guidance, and the lantern is the northern star, which is guiding him to his higher self. The mountains in the background show that he has already accomplished a great deal in life and is fully capable of reaching his goals. 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. This card deals with fate or destiny. The wheel of life is always turning and carries lots of ups and downs. Drawing this card means that a change is coming and it will bring you closer to your purpose. It indicates good fortune and a turn for the better. 11 is Justice. Justice is about truth and clarity. Decisions will be reached fairly based on one's actions. Therefore, if you cause someone pain, it serves as a warning. However, if you were the one who was wronged, they should get punishment as a result. It can mean that there will be a court appearance or other legal matter, such as divorce or wills, or it could mean that you were the one who needs to make an important decision. 12 is the Hanged Man. This card can look scary at first glance, but the man pictured here is hanging comfortably. It means that you might need to look at a situation from a new perspective and see the world from more of a spiritual path. It's a period of rest and reassessment of life and can indicate that you will be making a sacrifice to get on the necessary path. It tells you to halt your actions and weigh your decisions before continuing. 13, Death. This is another frightening card when people first see it. It could mean a literal death, but that is not the most common message with this card. It means the end of a major phase in your life, such as ending your current career. When one door closes, another opens. This card signifies that change is coming due to the ending of a phase, but it also represents a new beginning or transformation. It could mean that the old you has left because you have reached a milestone in your life and decided to carry forward as a new person. Lastly, it could be implying that you need to give something up, such as an addiction or unhealthy attachment. 14 is Temperance, which represents balance and harmony. You want to test the waters rather than jumping in. Continue to use patience and moderation and remain calm in tense situations. This card displays peace and clear vision. It could, however, indicate that you need to balance your inner and outer world and reevaluate your priorities. 15 is the Devil. This is another card that is an unwelcome sight. Like the people pictured here, you might feel trapped and empty. It can speak of addiction or materialism, as the lack of control over these impulses can leave one feeling powerless. It can also refer to deviant sexual tendencies or just a generalized negativity. You can break the chains with willpower, and you need to have an honest look at your life. 16 is the Tower. Like the picture shows, it is groundbreaking change or radical transformation. It doesn't have to be a negative change or disaster, though it could be. It indicates the need to move on from the old way and embrace change. You will essentially be building a new foundation for your future when the old one crumbles. It could be a career or relationship falling apart. Also, as with every card in tarot, the reading is not set in stone. It means that this could happen if you do not change your current path. So use it as a warning if you want to salvage your relationship, home, or other areas of your life. 17 is the Star. This is a sign of hope and potential. It means that even if you are not fulfilled right now, you are about to be blessed. You are moving from a challenge in life like you encountered with the prior Tower card. Now you can have faith that better things are coming and you will be filled with positivity and light. You have a bright future. 18 is the Moon. It tells us to let your intuition guide you, as the light from the moon lights our path with clarity. It can also indicate illusion or a hidden truth. This could be deception, superficial relationships, or unusual supernatural events. It can also represent vivid dreams and fears, as it's based in the shadow realm. The important message with this card is not to take things at face value, but to trust your own intuition about where you need to go from here. 19 is the Sun, which is a joyful card. It represents amazing energy and enlightenment, success and abundance. It's as though you are this beaming sunshine and you are spreading your inspiration and love to others. It can mean happy relationships and growth. The meanings of this card are all positive. It is pure satisfaction. 20 is Judgment. It is about evaluating ourselves and our actions. We need to forgive others and ourselves. It can indicate that you are already self-aware, which is bringing in an awakening or transformation. Our choices affect our life, but sometimes we need to let go of the past and move forward. A fresh start or a promotion is possible after we do some soul searching. The last major arcana card is number 21, the World. This is another beautiful card ending to the major arcana as it represents completion and fulfillment. You can attain worldly success and spiritual rebirth. Our inner and outer worlds have become one as we have manifested what we want and are enlightened. You recognize that everything in life is connected and you are part of the greater whole. Thus, you want to make the world a better place. It can also mean completion of a major milestone or accomplishment. You feel as though the whole world is in your hands. Now let's dive into the minor arcana, which is made up of 4 suits with 14 cards each. They focus on everyday situations. The suits each consist of cards 1 to 10, as well as court cards, which are pages, knights, queens, and kings. The court cards usually represent the people in our lives. The 4 suits consist of the pentacles or coins and focus on earth, work, and finances. The cups are related to emotions and relationships. The rods or wands are about growth, and the swords deal with reason and thought. We'll start with the pentacles. Remember that these cards are mostly based on work and finances, and also that the numbers 1 to 10 of the major arcana correspond with the numbers in the suits. Therefore, the aces are number 1s, and like the magician, they indicate manifestations and new beginnings. Thus, the Ace of Pentacles represents a career change, sudden prosperity, or a tremendous growth opportunity. Since it's focused on finances, it means that what is coming will bring you abundance. It is though a seed has been planted in your material world, and you should be open to trying new things. The 2 of Pentacles is about being in the middle ground. As you are juggling different areas and responsibilities in your life, it is a reminder to not lose sight of other circumstances. Basically, it's a warning to not take on more than you can handle and to have balance in your life. The Three of Pentacles means that you are at the pinnacle of your profession and you are admired at work. You're a master at your job and do the work with natural talent. It usually refers to groups, meaning that you are a valuable part of the team and that all of the required skills from your partners are coming together to meet your goals. It also reminds us not to ignore others' talents and to use their expertise to work towards that common goal. The Four of Pentacles is about having a tight grip on your finances and material belongings. You are clinging to everything that you have because you are afraid of losing it. The problem is that when you hold on to your money like this, you're not letting your energy flow. You need to give in order to receive. The positive message in this card is that you are financially stable and you can see more financial rewards if you take a little risk sometimes. The Five of Pentacles shows two people outside in the cold feeling miserable, and they pass by the light of the church window without noticing it. It's a sign that you're not seeing opportunities or reaching out for help when you need it. It suggests a time of hardship, such as illness, loss, poverty, or loneliness. You might be about to lose something significant to you, such as material possessions or your health. The good news about this card is that help is available, and one does not have to weather the storm alone. However, if this card comes up in a love reading, it could indicate that the feelings are not mutual and the other person is leaving you out in the cold. The Six of Pentacles shows a wealthy person handing out coins to others. It's about sharing your wealth or giving to charity. Though this usually refers to giving money, it could also mean giving your time and support to someone in need. If you are helping others, your generosity will be repaid. Also, the card could be telling you to not pass up a financial opportunity from someone when you are in need. If you accept the help and become self-sufficient, you will be able to repay them in the future. The Seven of Pentacles is about being patient. You've been working hard and feel that you are not seeing the fruits of your labor. You might have made mistakes, but you are learning from them and are now better able to invest your time in the right areas. This card is telling you that you're on the right track. If you keep putting in consistent effort, the end of your financial hardship is coming soon, and long-term success will be yours if you keep up the work. The Eight of Pentacles is about being a quick study. You are not yet at the pinnacle of your profession, as in the Three of Pentacles. However, if you put in the effort, you are well on your way to success. At times, the work can seem overwhelming, but ask for help from others and work hard until you can do your best work. The Nine of Pentacles shows someone who has wisdom, knowledge, and talent. She is not quite to a 10 of Pentacles, which would mean completion, but she is close. You are soon going to attain wealth as well as recognition and success. Celebrate the challenges that you have already overcome. This card also shows a person alone, which means that to reach the completion of a 10, you might need more community involvement and solid relationships to share your success with. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of success and abundance and of leaving a legacy. You are content and have everything you need, and you have enough wealth to pass it through the family. It not only relates to financial abundance, but also that you have shared happiness with a loved one, and that leads to your overall satisfaction as well. Pages are inexperienced, innocent people. They are young, usually unmarried, and serve as messengers. The Page of Pentacles means that one is a scholar and pursuing knowledge. This person is dedicated and inspired and encourages you to lay down the foundations for your work. You might have a lot of tasks that you are responsible for and not enough hours in the day to complete them. Therefore, you should ask for help when you need it until you get stable footing. The Knights represent young men who are usually single, or it could be someone who is young at heart. The Knight of Pentacles takes his responsibilities seriously and finishes what he starts. He is reliable and very committed to his work, seeing that all of his daily tasks and responsibilities get completed. Keep up the work that you are currently doing, and you will accomplish your goals. Queens represent mother figures or adult women. The Queen of Pentacles is abundant due to planning business ventures and executing her plans. She does not broadcast her wealth because she desires to keep her life simple. She runs an orderly house and is self-sufficient and compassionate. She displays love and solid advice on how to be independent and make financial decisions. Kings represent older, powerful, or mature men. They are father figures with a lot of wisdom. The King of Pentacles is wealthy and at the top of his game. He's also loyal and a great leader, though he can be tough in his leadership style. His success was achieved through earnest work, and he grew it from the bottom up, starting with almost nothing. This card is telling you to focus on your goals and success will come. It can also mean that there is someone in your life who will play a major role with your career. They could be your biggest supporter, but speak with honesty in a way that can feel like harsh criticism. Their purpose is to lead you through the process of growth. The cups are about emotions and relationships, the unconscious, creativity, and intuition. They are related to the element of water. The Ace of Cups shows a cup overflowing with water or love. This means that it's time to let go of any emotional baggage you have and enjoy the awakening of new feelings. It is the beginning of a wonderful relationship or spiritual journey, and you are filled with joy. You should follow your instincts. The Two of Cups is about a solid partnership. This could mean passion and romance built upon mutual desire and sexual feelings. In that case, it indicates that the relationship is going to enter a new phase, such as engagement or marriage. It could also be about a work partnership and appreciating what you each bring to the table. The Three of Cups is about celebrating and rewarding yourself for a job well done. It can indicate parties, reunions, gatherings, or celebrating one's retirement. It tells us to forget any worries that we have and focus on spending quality time with people who are important to us. It can also signal an improved social life. The Four of Cups shows that you are not feeling appreciative of the blessings that you have, but you are instead feeling bored and dissatisfied. You are taking things for granted. This might be due to a bad experience in life or depression. It's a card to encourage looking for the good in life when we are feeling down. The solution is often right in front of you, and you need to find your passion again. Think about what your purpose or calling is in this lifetime and take a step towards it. The Five of Cups shows a person mourning. He cannot see the two cups or blessings that he still has because he is stricken with grief over the three that have spilled. He's wondering what might have been if he had those three cups still. It indicates feeling sorrow over a broken dream or a relationship that has ended. This person is caught up in past mistakes and is unable to move on. The Six of Cups is related to childhood memories or reminiscing over the good old days. You might miss a certain person from your childhood, reflect on memories with a loved one that passed away, or you might miss your ex. This card shows flowers in the cups instead of water. which indicates that it was more of an innocent, loving relationship that you were longing for, instead of one filled with sexual desires or passion. It can mean that you're going to return to your hometown or seek comfort from those who love you unconditionally. The Seven of Cups is about daydreaming, as you can see from what is emerging from the cups. It's a reminder to focus on the present and what we can change instead of losing ourselves in thoughts of what could be. It is good to have dreams and wishes, but only if we act on them. If you have a choice to make sure that you weigh the advantages and disadvantages of each. This is also a card of temptation and thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. The Eight of Cups has more than one meaning. One would indicate that you might be turning your back on success or giving up on a good thing. This would be leaving a long-term relationship or leaving a career that brought you fulfillment. It could also mean that even though you really enjoy something, you know it's in your best interest to move on. For example, if you are trying to overcome addiction, you're going to feel like you're leaving something that you love behind, but you know that you must move forward. Often, this card can also point to a spiritual journey or transitioning into our higher purpose. We are growing tired of our worldly possessions, and we must step away from what is familiar. The 9 is again almost at the completion of 10. So the 9 of Cups indicates that luck is on your side and you are celebrating. It means that your desires or most perfect dream is about to come true. You have extreme satisfaction. The 10 of Cups shows a happy family, which means fulfillment from a relationship, such as domestic harmony. You are abundant with love as all 10 of your cups are filled. It's the satisfaction from the 9 of Cups combined with sharing that joy with family. This card means happily ever after. The Page of Cups means that you should be open to new ideas and creative endeavors. It encourages you to tackle issues from a new perspective and to be persistent. It can be telling you to start expressing your emotions to others, even if it's difficult. You can also receive unexpected news, which is often spiritual in nature, as indicated by the fish in the cup. The Knight of Cups means that someone is coming to you with a romantic or spiritual proposal. Knights are known for moving in quickly, but not having the maturity of a king. Therefore, he might be blinded by emotions and acting on impulse rather than weighing his decisions accurately. He is acting based on his heart, whether it is logical or not. The Queen of Cups has deep emotions and sexuality. She follows her intuition about relationships instead of reason. She connects with people emotionally and is honest and fair. It can be guiding you to seek help from a female figure in your life, or it could refer to you needing to focus on your emotional health before trying to help those around you. It can also mean that you are called to teach others about intuition and psychic abilities, or that you can find someone like this to help you with a solution that you need. The King of Cups is compassionate, and he calms the waters of the emotional storms that we go through. He gains authority from the respect of how he treats others and is often a counselor or a doctor. He is able to keep his emotions in check and avoid acting on impulses without first using intellect. It guides you to recognize your emotions and calm them before jumping into action. The rods or wands are about growth, action, and passion. They are associated with the element of fire. I'm going to refer to these cards as wands, since that is their most common name. The Ace of Wands means the beginning of something new. It's about finding your own voice or vision, or having a breakthrough. It's telling you that you should take action on your passion now instead of waiting. Follow your instincts. This card is about something springing to life and therefore could indicate the birth of a child. The Two of Wands is about manifesting your desires by moving forward and taking risks. He is holding a world in his hands while staring off into our world. This indicates his internal thoughts affect his external reality. Turn your thoughts into positive ones and bring about the change that you seek. It's time to leave your comfort zone. The Three of Wands means that you are creating a stable foundation for yourself. You should keep an open mind about new opportunities or negotiations that you could have. You are standing in a strong position if compromise is needed between you and another person. It can also mean travel and that opportunities can arise during that travel. The Four of Wands is about celebration of a mutually beneficial partnership. It can indicate marriage, a career partnership, or even that you should gather with family and friends. This joining will bring you peace and harmony. It can also mean the completion of a phase or a project. The Five of Wands is a card of minor conflict, such as disagreement or competition that is taken in a good-natured way. It could involve a group of people who each want to express their opinion, and they are not agreeing on anything. This means that we should open up the lines of communication so that everyone gets to share their input. It also teaches us to embrace a friendly competition and to grow from it. This card also can point to labor unions or political organizations. The Six of Wands is about public recognition for a victory or achievement. You have tackled your goals and come out with a successful outcome that others have noticed. This card might also warn of someone being arrogant and feeling superior to others. The Seven of Wands is about defending your position or being the underdog. You might not have a stable footing in life, and the card is telling you to maintain your position and to persevere. Be ready for the competition and stay ahead of them. Despite the odds, if you hold your ground, your victory will be assured. The Eight of Wands shows basically wands flying through the air, indicating that change is progressing rapidly. You might get important news, and different aspects of your life will be changing rapidly and steadily for the better. Be patient and know that you will soon see the progress you've been fighting for. This could also signify an unexpected trip or travel. The Nine of Wands means that you are in the eye of the storm. Things will get worse before they get better, but you are prepared and you're almost to completion. It symbolizes great hope amidst our struggles and that you likely have one more challenge to face before succeeding. Take a risky move you've been plotting and have courage. The Ten of Wands shows a man staggering under the weight of the 10 Wands. This indicates feeling burdened, overworked, and burnout. You are flooded with responsibilities. However, you have completed the circle of struggle and finally earned all of your wands. This card teaches you to be proud of the major milestones you've accomplished and to prioritize and delegate the remaining pieces so you can continue to flourish. The Page of Wands shows someone with a lot of excitement and great ideas, but who is inexperienced. It is encouraging you to gain that experience by acting on your ideas and letting your voice be heard. If you have courage, you will see success. The Knight of Wands means that it's time to break away and travel, or you might change your residence. It can also mean that you are charged up about getting things done. Further, it can indicate a hasty change of job or anything else in your life. Basically, he's ready to take on the world. You want to make sure to balance your enthusiasm with realistic views. The Queen of Wands is someone who will stand up for you or help you in a career move. She's positive and uplifting and spreads her light and love. This card can mean that you will find love as well. The King of Wands is a natural-born leader. He sticks to his goals and ideas until they become reality. He enjoys challenges and finding solutions to them. He can rarely sit still and is a man of action. The swords represent intellect and reason and are associated with the element of air. They represent good communicators. As such, the Ace of Swords means an intellectual breakthrough, abundance, prosperity, and success. You can see the world from a new point of view and cut through deception. New opportunities are there for you. The Two of Swords means that you need to make a choice and you are stuck between the two sides because neither one of them seems ideal. This card is telling you to face your issues so that you will be able to move on. If you are the one waiting for someone else to make a decision, be patient while they weigh their choices. The Three of Swords shows heartbreak, betrayal, rejection, or suffering. It can point to a breakup or love affair. Try to prepare yourself for the experience as it can make the pain more bearable. Pain is unfortunately a part of life, and it teaches us to appreciate the good things that we have in our lives. The Four of Swords is about resting and getting a chance to evaluate your challenges and face them with a fresh start after you're feeling more rejuvenated. This break from the pressures of life can be made by your own choice, or you may be forced into it by illness or a hospitalization. Either way, try to nurture and heal yourself before starting again. The Five of Swords is about conflict and tension. Though it seems like you've won for now, there is not peace because you've upset the people around you. While the conflict is fresh, you need to decide to try to make peace or to win at all cost. The card is encouraging you to be more considerate to those around you and let go of arrogance. The Six of Swords is about moving on. It's a transition due to our past decisions that might leave you unhappy and be forcing you to leave. The pain will not last forever, and now you have a chance to start over. This can indicate the end of a relationship or of needing to leave your old self behind. The Seven of Swords is about betrayal or deception. We have to face the consequences of our actions instead of trying to sneak away. It can also sometimes mean that we should leave the group setting and set off with our own innovation. The Eight of Swords is about feeling trapped or powerless. You are in a difficult situation that cannot be ignored. You need to face any bad news that arises and figure out how to deal with it instead of hoping it will go away. The Nine of Swords portrays anxiety and sleepless nights. This is a result of trauma, nightmares, or generalized anxiety. You are inwardly communicating with yourself over what you could have done better and what could have been. You find it hard to shut off your own mind. It could help to talk to someone else about what's bothering you in order to help you process the situation and move on. The Ten of Swords. This is about collapsed plans, failure, and defeat. It's about a major disaster or being betrayed, basically stabbed in the back. You feel as though the world is out to get you and you are powerless to stop it. The positive spin on this card is that since you are at rock bottom, you can only go up from here. As this opportunity fades away, it will open the door for some other new beginning. The Page of Swords shows someone who is full of ideas and quick on their feet. She can bring news of gossip, agreements, or legal matters. This card encourages communication, whether it's sharing your own ideas or listening to someone else's. It can also indicate spying or being in trouble with the police. The Knight of Swords is charming, but rushes into situations without weighing the consequences beforehand. He is blinded by his goals and doesn't stop to think about challenges along the way. He is determined to succeed, but this card warns that you need to prepare instead of rushing, so that you won't be met with resistance. The Queen of Swords is highly intelligent and logical. She's calm even in tense situations. She might come across as stern and emotionless, but she is looking at all of the facts before making a decision. This card is encouraging you to do your research before jumping to conclusions, and also to be honest with what you say to others, even if it hurts. The King of Swords tells you to be objective in your current situation, to see deeply into problems that arise. Use intellect to establish the facts and make your point known. Like the Queen of Swords, you need to weigh all the possible consequences and leave your emotions out of it. He has ethical standards and often pursues a career in law or publishing. That concludes this video. Thanks for watching and have a great day.